Welcome back to the Bitcoin Traveler. I'm here to guide you through the latest developments in the cryptocurrency world. Today, we're exploring the key trends shaping the crypto landscape in 2025 and delving into insights from a recent discussion by Arthur Hayes, co-founder of BitMEX, on the future trajectory of Bitcoin. Before we dive in, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell to stay updated with our latest content. Share your thoughts in the comments below. What trends are you most excited about in the crypto space?
Lock Doge ETF. So we talked about the dip to 75 and the prediction of 250, but we didn't talk about what sends us to 250, unless it's simply just a whole lot of liquidity. But that's still a much bigger number than 75. I mean, that's, over a 2.5x up from those lows. So do you think that there's something unique to the Bitcoin news cycle or market that sends it to those highs? Is it just the cycle, or is it just high beta to everything else rising?
Well, I think if you listen to what Trump and Besson and all of his lieutenants want to do, they want to rearrange the world around the U.S. Take them at their word, whatever. But that requires a lot of money printing. It requires destroying the real value of government bonds in the United States. It's the only way they can do what they want to do. It requires massive amounts of bank credit creation to hand to companies to build things in America because they can't afford to do it because China's just so much better at it, right? So it requires trillions of dollars of money. It can only come via printing it. And they're going to use the ability to have the world's reserve currency to essentially reflate America. That's in America. In China, they need to do almost the same thing, a little bit different, right? They need to pump up their property market, get the plebs investing in stocks again, get them confident again, get inflation up. They need to print yuan as well. Japan needs to sell a bunch of shit and repatriate yen, and the U.S. doesn't want them to sell the stuff. So the U.S. is going to give them the money so they don't sell anything, right? Europe wants to decarbonize, but then shut off all their energy from Russia and shut off products from China and continue having the biggest welfare state in the world. So they need to print money as well. So everybody needs to do the same things to fulfill their goals. And I think the catalyst for getting into gear is, Trump and Besson have been very clear. We're going to weaken the dollar. We're going to increase credit creation, and that's going to create growth. We'll see if that actually happens or not. But at the end of the day, they're going to try, and they've been very consistent in that message. And if you listen to some of the macro analysts, I read, Zolt and Pazer and some other guys who a lot of these people listen to, what are the things they're talking about? Devaluing the dollar versus gold, telling friendly countries, hey, you have all these treasuries that mature in 10 years. Well, we're going to stuff you with a 100-year treasury. You can't sell it. I'll give you dollars for it if you need them. But if you want U.S. markets and U.S. security umbrella, you're going to take your treasuries and turn them into 100-year bonds, which is a massive devaluation. Or you're going to give us your gold and we're going to give you this piece of paper. And if you don't like it, go fuck yourself. That's what they're telling people. And so it's going to happen. And these are the sorts of things. These are the massive changes in sort of the economics of the world that will bring crypto, the only free market left in the world, and to an extent gold, to levels that fiat price levels that we would not find, that are unimaginable. And so that's why I think that's how we get to $1 million Bitcoin. It's 250,000 is a stop on the way. It's this realignment of the chessboard, and everybody on the board is going to print money to help themselves out.
Sounds exceptionally good for wealthy people who hold hard assets and exceptionally bad for everyone else.
Exactly.
Sad state of affairs. But I guess we can both agree as we conclude here that just buy some Bitcoin, regardless of where you are on that spectrum. And at least you'll have a bit of a hedge against all of this nonsense.
Thanks for tuning in to the Bitcoin Traveler. Until next time, safe travels in the crypto world.